form of understanding and clarity.
Okay.
So do you think that having agreed upon objective reality on age is important?
Yeah, but that's not within the concept of gender.
Well, but why is that different? Why does reality stop when gender gets discussed?
Because I'm not thinking about people of different ages.
Why not? So if a 30-year-old thinks he's 14, he should be able to have sex with a 12-year-old, right?
No, this is more about gender.
Well, no, hold on.
Well, but I have a...
Hello guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel at Visa Makeover. Today I'm going to be checking out Charlie Kirk's woke pro-trans feminist leftist. So without further ado, let's get into it.
Hi, I'm a liberal. I'm Democrat voting. I'm very strong in my beliefs about a certain set. I have a very strong belief in a certain set of principles. I probably disagree with a lot of your principles. I disagree with conservatism and usually right-wing conservative beliefs.
Okay.
The reason I'm here tonight is my son is very right-wing conservative.
You have a very smart son.
And and he doesn't drink. He's only 20, watch it. And the reason that I'm here is because I raised him to believe and think for himself, to look at both sides and come up with his own opinion. And he kind of didn't come up with Bernie, okay, I can live with that, but I absolutely stand behind his right to think what he is free to think. And I don't need to break windows. That's not a model for what I believe in liberalism. There's a lot of liberals who are very upset about that.
Good.
So my question to you is, in my sense of accepting and loving my son, it's different. He's my family. I also believe, for example, one example is LGBTQ adults, not trans kids. I'm going to get that argument. But LGBTQ adults who are happily in relationships and married, who are behind what they believe in, and it doesn't necessarily coincide with the Bible. It doesn't coincide with two genders. I believe that people have the freedom to express themselves, and they don't want to be in two genders. They have a different point of view because they looked at both sides. They came up and they have the freedom to believe what they want. So how do you, my question to you is, how in your belief of two genders do you accept people who don't believe that?
Well, yeah, I just asked the question. I would ask it of you. What is a woman?
For me personally, I am a woman. And I believe
but what is that? Don't answer the question with the question, like, what is the vocab term woman? Define it.
That I align myself as a mother, and what the women in my life and the feminine values of being more relationship-oriented, less competitive, mothering, caring about someone ahead of myself. So those are values that feminist values that I believe in, and I believe I can be a woman. I don't have, I wasn't born with a male body, but I believe that I am a woman based on feminine principles. Those, like those, and those and other feminine principles. Under your view,
somebody can choose to be what they want to be.
Yes.
Okay. Can I be a bobcat?
Well, and more than that argument, I want to get more into
no, this is important.
Your belief.
Let me ask you another question. Can I be whatever age I want to be?
The response to that really is not exactly what my question's about.
Well, you're asking about my view on the LGBT, and I'm getting there. I'm just trying to understand.
And as an example, people who don't believe that there are two genders, just in general,
No, I know.
who are disagreeing with you.
And you are one of those people, so I'm trying to get to some form of understanding and clarity.
Okay.
So do you think that having agreed upon objective reality on age is important?
Yeah, but that's not within the concept of gender.
Well, but why is that different? Why does reality stop when gender gets discussed?
Because I'm not thinking about people of different ages.
Why not? So, if a 30-year-old thinks he's 14, he should be able to have sex with a 12-year-old, right?
No, this is more about gender.
Well, no, hold on.
Well, but I have a limit
But gender is where does that limit come from, and why do you believe in the limit for age but not for biology?
Because I feel that gender is an aspect of somebody they can believe in being able to be in more than one gender. I don't believe that age falls into that. I believe this is more about a gender that people are able to choose.
You're saying, though, that gender is a personal feeling or belief that somebody has about their existence. Regardless,
yes, within gender, there's some things that they don't, like being an animal or being 90.
Right, but the moral premise of that is that your biology, your chromosomes, do not dictate your reality, correct?
I don't know. Do I have to know the answer to that in order to honor the fact that somebody else believes that they are choosing to be a woman?
Let me tell you why and what I believe.
Do I have to agree with that?
Well, not a matter of agreeing.
In order to be able to identify
gender. You can have whatever opinion you want, but the truth is what I'm trying to articulate. It doesn't matter what you believe. Somebody is born a man. They don't stop being a man if they appropriate womanhood. If I wore blackface right now, I don't become black. If a man decides to all of a sudden dress in a dress, he doesn't become a woman, nor should you force other people to reaccommodate society. If they want to think that in their private time or in their own mind, it's kind of weird and strange, I guess, go ahead and do it. But that's not the debate we're having in America right now. The debate we're having, and I'd love your final thoughts on this, is a biological man is able to compete against biological women in NCAA sports and win the national championship in swimming. Do you think that's fair?
I don't know why people think it's different when you're like, the same way you can change your gender, can I change my age? Because that's it. If you think gender is not related to sex, then age is not related to the year you're born. It's just crazy, though. The way we think, the way we behave is a little crazy. Okay, this is what ChatGPT said. A woman is an adult human female. Biologically, women typically have two X chromosomes and reproductive anatomy that includes ovary, a uterus, and the capacity to bear children. However, womanhood is also shaped by cultural and social experience. So at the end of the day, a woman is someone that is given birth biologically with XX chromosomes, and you have ovaries, you have uterus, and you can actually give birth to kids. And by social norms and social shapeness, you can be nurturing, kind, cute, and what have you. But at the end of the day, I don't think women can be discovered in people's perspective. You can't just sit and be like, I feel like a woman. I feel like I want to have period. Like, if you're a lady, you know that we don't even want to have period. Most times I hate my period. My period is coming soon and I'm traveling and I'm so pissed that I have to travel with it. Because it's annoying, it's uncomfortable. But you see these men online getting pad to experience that fake period. It's just like the way we behave when we're playing dress up for work when we're in school. It's kind of cute because you haven't experienced school before, so you're playing dress up. Oh my god, I'm so going to be going to work today, so Jeremy pick out outfit to go to work at school. Because you haven't experienced the seriousness of work. That's why we take it as a joke. The same way they take womanhood as a joke. And it's not fair. I don't see any reason why a man will be competing in a woman's sport. That is, if someone had told me this in like 2010, that this is how our world would be, I would have laughed because it's a total joke. And that's a reality today. So do let me know what you think. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share my videos. I'll see you on the next one. Bye.